Howdy, and happy holidays. Today I have a review view of the LEGO Star Wars set number 40658, the Millennium Falcon Holiday Diorama. This set comes with 282 pieces, 4 minifigures, a porg, and retails in the United States for $30. Let's get into it. The first minifigure is the cute droid from the sequels, BB-8. This one comes in 3 other sets and a foil bag, and there's nothing new about him, but he's still pretty cool. Next we have Chewbacca, who has come in 17 sets over the last 10 years. Odds are, if you have a Chewbacca in your collection, it's this one. There's nothing wrong with this guy, he's just common. Next up we have the exclusive Finn, with the Rebel Alliance logo on his holiday sweater. I'm a big fan of these holiday sweater minifigures. It's not something that you see every day, with LEGO's creativity being put to use in Star Wars. He has a double-sided face that features a happy face on one side and a terrified look on the other. Overall, he's one of the better Finns we've gotten. Last but not least, we have Rey with a Millennium Falcon printed on her green holiday sweater. This torso doesn't have female hip curves, so the sweater can be used in any custom figure. Her double-sided face isn't too interesting, with a more neutral look to her happy and angry faces. Overall, I'm more than satisfied with the exclusive figures that come with this set. Taking a look at the instructions, it's a little confusing because it doesn't outright give you the number of bags and what they're used to build in the front like most instructions. However, there's only 2 bags used to build this set. And I knocked this tree down while showing off the instructions. You'll find that that's a pretty common thing. If you bump into the tree, it'll easily fall over. Anyways, I'm a huge fan of how this set looks. For the most part, it closely resembles the source material, which is the LEGO Star Wars Holiday Special. That film was released in 2020, making it 3 years old now. Although it wasn't the greatest, it was still worth the watch for this review. In it, Rey travels across space and time to watch masters train their Padawans in order to train Finn better before Life Day. It's full of plot holes, but nevertheless, this set doesn't reference it too much. In fact, Rey and Finn never even wore holiday sweaters in the holiday special. It was only Poe Dameron who wore a sweater with the BB-8 printed on it, which you can find in the 2020 Advent Calendar. It's still super cool that LEGO produced these unique minifigures for us for holiday season. What isn't so cool is, continuing with the inaccuracies, they couldn't make Rey's lightsaber yellow like it was in the show. I'm not usually one to complain about that kind of stuff, but the show was produced by LEGO, it's their own holiday special. You would think at least one person would say, no, what we're doing is wrong and we need to correct it. Anyways, back to this tree that I knocked over in the beginning. It's only held on by one stud on a jumper, so it's not too secure. And I don't even like the design. I think that they should have done just a normal pine tree that comes in the advent calendars, like always. These 3 leafy branch elements just don't cut it here. I only have 2 other complaints about this set. The first is that this tip yip, the turkey mold, doesn't have any place to securely connect on the table. It just kinda sits there and it can fall off. The second one has to do with Chewbacca, and I'll get into it later. With that out of the way, I can finally say that I do really like this holiday set. It's a great little holiday diorama, but what if it wasn't? What if it was just a normal diorama of the Millennium Falcon? I've done that for you here, and you can see that it's pretty normal. The bed is more highlighted, and the entrance looks just the same without the lights. And this is where I think this set really shines. It's a great set because when Christmas is over, it's just a Millennium Falcon diorama, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's huge potential for this concept, and I would love to see LEGO take it a step further next year with another diorama. As for us, their consumers, I think there's huge potential for expansion of these sets, where you can customize your own Millennium Falcon diorama using 1, 2, or 3 of these sets. There's some weird angles here that could be interesting to work with, and I personally have 3 of these that I plan to put together and try to make something cool out of it. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. Also, while we're at it, consider subscribing, as that's always appreciated. Thank you. Now back to the video, and back to the holiday Christmas mood. Adding all of these decorations really makes this set stand out from most sets, and especially all Star Wars sets. Advent calendars just don't come close to how unique this set is. However, back to the tree. Every advent calendar I have ever had has had a significantly better tree than this. And although I like the snowflake at the top, it's just minimalist and awful looking to me. It's something I'll gladly replace if I choose to make a mock of this on my own. The carrot also has a weird placement of the clip. Also, these Christmas lights are super cool. They're on a rubber piece that I don't think I've ever seen before, and it's super fun to play with. But the set isn't quite complete without the minifigures. They just occupy more space and make the set look more full. Also, there's one last accessory I forgot to show you. This is a book with the Jedi Order insignia on the front cover. I'm not sure what exactly it's supposed to be, but you guys can tell me in the comments. Finally, here's the last thing that I had to complain about involving Chewbacca. The instructions in box clearly show Chewbacca sitting at the table like this. And that seems perfectly normal, but let me show you guys what happens when you try to do that. We're going to take Chewbacca and make him sit by folding his legs. And we're going to put him at the chair. And he doesn't really fit. He's hard to get in there, first of all. And then he sits awkwardly, very awkwardly. And it's a pretty poor connection if you're even able to get him to sit down. A common issue that I found is that Chewbacca's head mold is too big for him to even fit in the chair. As you can see here, for the most part it blocks him from sitting entirely. You have to push him as far forward as possible to get him to fit. And at that point, he's just at a super weird angle that looks bad from the side. It's not a problem with Rey or Finn though, it's just Chewbacca, and if you want to have him sitting there, good luck. The proper place to put him, in my opinion, is in the sleeping quarters right here. I'm honestly a huge fan of how this looks and how it was built, and I think it looks great with a minifigure inside of it. If I turn it around, you can see that it's just a bunch of slopes, but it looks nice and tiled off from the other side. I hate to say this, but I don't know where this happens in the movie. I know it's in the movie, I don't know how accurate this looks though. Despite that, I can't recommend this set enough. Like I said, I bought 3 of these. LEGO was selling them for $30 for a few months and put them on sale for Black Friday for $24, and I couldn't resist, I just picked up a few. It's such a festive piece to put on display for Christmas, and I really enjoy that about it, but I also enjoy the fact that it can be used to make just a normal diorama of the Millennium Falcon. I think the figures are great, it comes with a good amount, and if you have a few more of the advent calendar minifigures from the past few years, adding them wouldn't hurt. This set's just over 10 cents per piece, but it comes with a bunch of large gray plates and this light piece that just looks great. At this price, I think it's a solid Christmas gift for anyone. Thank you for watching my review. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. See ya.